But I've been looking at the newspapers, and this is very interesting. Express and Echo today, page 7, is about Exeter University, which is similar to a lot of other news about universities which has been coming out recently. There will be voluntary redundancies because of the financial situation, and they explain it in terms of the failure to increase UK fees and also fewer international students. But if you've heard this show before, you know that I'm trying to work on my own plays about a CD walking around Exeter, looking at where music retail used to be and asking why learning can't move online, and therefore why there's so much student accommodation still being built. So this is relevant background, because the method is let's call it documental theatre. I know there's a company called Documental Theatre, but it's a method. It's building drama or stories on some sort of evidence, some sort of news input. So this is a very interesting story. It's also very concerning, obviously, for people in Exeter. But the bit that I'm just going to quote from this, taking action across all areas, these steps include efficiency, reducing non-pay spending where possible, and using digital transformation to develop new ways of working. But there's nothing spelt out about that, and there has been 2 conferences about the digital university from Times Higher Education, one of which was in Exeter last year, and there was another one in Lancaster this year, which I did go to. And what struck me was that this word digital can, as I've understood it, just mean the campus model continues, enhanced by digital technology within essentially the same setup. So the question of online is possibly a development from being digital, but not necessarily. So at the Lancaster one, they are moving online, but they're working with 2U. So they're working with an outside company that's coping with all of the online, or I don't know exactly how it's going to work, but it's a limited transformation, whether it's digital or including online in what they're doing. Whereas the University of the Arts London, who are also there, the person they're presenting was looking at their online offer. So you definitely got the impression that was an emphasis, although they're still building. The London College of Fashion is a new building, and there's a new building at the Elephant and Castle for communication. So I don't think these digital transformations have moved away from buildings as... Be interesting to know what's happening at St Luke's, whether they still have a scheme to develop that or whether that's delayed indefinitely. But I'd also mention Gaby Hinsliff in The Guardian on Tuesday, because this again is about the situation of universities and the difficulties of graduates. But again, there's nothing in here about the option of moving online as a way of reducing costs. debts, either student debt or the university debt. But there is mention that although the university year isn't formally finished yet, so many institutions are dumping written exams in favour of dissertations or online assessments. They're cheaper to run, apparently, in brackets. Third years have started cutting their losses and their food bills by heading home not long after Easter. And then goes on a worrying number of cases they're leaving with no job to go to. But that's interesting. If that's true, then I'm not saying there's no role for the campus. There's some sort of blended or hybrid model, but it might involve not being anywhere near the campus for some part of the year, where there are lower costs. Anyway, that as I say lends itself to a drama show, because partly because it's sort of issues which so far haven't been easy to raise just directly, but drama can do that, I think. And I'll come to more of that later on. I think I'm going to